Mysterious drones have taken over the skies above the United States, and Donald Trump is demanding answers. Several flying objects, which appear to be drones, have been seen over New Jersey and surrounds, as well as in other places of the country like Southern California. But no one can definitely tell us what they are or their purpose. Donald Trump weighed in, saying the government and Joe Biden knows exactly what's going on, but aren't being transparent with the information.
Can you comment on the drones that are flying around New Jersey and the ports? And it seems like the American people have a big disconnect.
The government knows what is happening. Look, our military knows where they took off from. If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment. And I think they'd be better off saying what it is. Our military knows and our president knows. And for some reason, they want to keep people in suspense. I can't imagine it's the enemy, because if it was the enemy, they'd blast it out. Even if they were late, they'd blast it. Something strange is going on. For some reason, they don't want to tell the people. And they should, because the people are really, I mean, they happen to be over Bedminster. Want to know the truth? They're very close to Bedminster. I think maybe I won't spend the weekend in Bedminster. I've decided to cancel my trip.
But it seems like the Democrats are desperately trying to conceal the true identity of the drones by telling us all that they're simply commercial planes, mocks Sky News All-Star Liz Storer.
To the States, where unless you're living under a rock, you would have seen all this conundrum about drones. Are we under attack? Is it Iran? Is it Russia? Maybe it's China. We're told that flocks of up to 50 drones are being seen in New Jersey, in Maryland, in Virginia, over these major cities, and in some cases, military bases. So the theories as to what's really going on are absolutely running riot. So CNN decides to get an aviation specialist on board to explain to everyone, calm down the nation, and tell us what's actually going on.
What I'm hearing from FBI is, we don't see a threat here. And look, honestly, every video I've seen, and I've spent the last couple of days looking at every one of these videos, every video I have seen on Twitter or on the internet are all airplanes. They're literally all airplanes. Some of them will show an airplane that's kind of stable out there and says that's a drone. And actually, it's an airplane flying towards you at 30,000 feet. And I can see the lighting on it. And if there are drones out there, by the way, and if any of these pictures that they have shown are actual drones, these drones then are complying with FAA lighting requirements, a green on the right, a red on the left with a strobe. And so it's not Iran, it's not aliens if there are drones. My guess is if there are drones, again, because again, all I've seen are airplanes, then it is more than likely some company that's out testing drones or something like that and has no requirement to tell the public that they're doing it because they're actually operating these things legally. There have been no accusations of illegal operations.
Don't believe your lying eyes, he says. They're just aeroplanes. Can't people see that? To which eternal troll Elon Musk helpfully shared this graphic of different types of airplanes. Clearly inferring, okay, which one is it that people are supposedly mistaking for drones? And why is it that 3,000 people in New Jersey have absolutely flooded the hotline, very concerned about these masses of drones that they're seeing over New Jersey? Well, there's another expert. His name is Mayorkas, and he is the Secretary of Homeland Security. He's in the government. He's got to know what's going on.
There are thousands of drones flown every day in the United States. Recreational drones, commercial drones. That is the reality. And in September of 2023, the Federal Aviation Administration, the FAA, changed the rules so that drones could fly at night. And that may be one of the reasons why now people are seeing more drones than they did before, especially from dawn to dusk. And so that is the reality. But I want to assure the American public that we are on it.
I want to assure the American people we are on it. We have absolutely no idea where they've come from or what they're doing.
We don't know what it is. All we know is we are on it.
We are on the case, Joe. It's under control.
Sky News contributor Brad Palumbo agrees, saying the government is hiding something.
Well, the crazy thing, Danica, is that we don't know days into this strange phenomenon where people are seeing these very large, clearly identifiable drones in New Jersey, and you're seeing them across social media. People are reporting them. We don't know what they are. The government won't tell us, and I refuse to believe that they don't know. I really find that hard to believe that the federal government don't know, though it is possible that some branches of the government know and some don't. I think the most likely explanation is that these are our drones, that they are some form of government drone that belong to the CIA or some branch of the federal government, because otherwise you get into weird territory like aliens, but that doesn't make sense that they would use technology so similar to, U.S. or other countries' drones. Or could they belong to another country? Because then I find it very hard to believe that the U.S. wouldn't have blown them out of the sky. I mean, do we really not have sovereign airspace anymore? The whole thing is a strange and perverse story, but it does go to show kind of the credibility crisis in our federal government under this Biden-Harris administration. I mean, you've got Alejandro Mayorkas, top Biden official, on TV saying, oh, people are mostly just confused. These are the kind of drones you can just buy at a store. No, sir. I mean, some of them are 7 to 8 feet wide. That's not something you can just buy at a store. They're flying in patterns. They're confusing people and scaring people. And people want to be able to look to our government and get real answers and trust them, but they have a credibility crisis. And it's in moments like this when that's a real problem.
Wild conspiracy theories have been spreading across the internet, with this one getting a lot of attention after it was shared by Joe Rogan.
There's no reason for a drone to be flying at night. Really. Okay?
Rogan commented saying, "This is the first video about the drones that has me genuinely concerned." This led President-elect Donald Trump to call for decisive action, either release the information or shoot down the drones. Commentator Megyn Kelly also weighed in, mocking the government for its response to this developing story.
They're saying that they are SUV-sized drones, that there are hundreds of them over New Jersey, including over military sites, and no one knows what they are, or at least no one's admitting that they know. So the local lawmakers in New Jersey just had a briefing with the feds, and they walked out angry, steam coming out of their ears saying, we learned nothing. The feds say they don't know what these are. They don't know where they're from. One lawmaker was like, it's from Iran. They have some stealth mothership off the coast, and these are Iranian drones. And then promptly the FBI denied that. And the Pentagon denied that, saying that's not true. Well, then why did this lawmaker who was just in the briefing come out and say that? The other lawmakers are saying we have no idea. The feds, who have jurisdiction to shoot them down or do something about them, are doing nothing, which leads a lot of people to think they're ours, and so we're protecting them. But if they're ours, why wouldn't we have removed them by now that they've been spotted and they've been a news story? They've been flying over there since November 18th. Then the other side swoops in to say, is this a government effort to protect us that they can't shut down because they've seen something? They think we're going to be hit by a dirty bomb. This is my speculation, according to some people online. They're speculating, like, is something awful about to happen, so they need the drones. The speculation has gotten so out of control, and that's not even factoring in little green men and those possibilities. No one knows what's happening. I hope I live. I hope we do this when you're done with vacay, and I can tell you all about what they were.
And Sky News host Carolyn Marcus agreed, saying the lack of transparency by the government is fueling the influx of conspiracy theories.
I think even more suspicious is that they are reports of them flying near military installations. So that's obviously a big concern and suggests that perhaps there's a little bit more to the story than what has come out from the administration, that it might be to do with more recreation or commercial use, because there's been an implosion in that apparently. But the fact that the government isn't telling people what it's about, hasn't investigated it, says they can't really do much about it, it is fueling this. It's fueling more conspiracies. If they could just reassure people, it suggests that they don't really know themselves what the hell is going on.
Don't forget